almost forgot the strawberries. Hello, my friend. Welcome to Valentine's Day with Hannah, truck camper style. I decided with everything going on, it's probably not very safe to get dressed up and celebrate out in public, but I wanted to put on a pretty dress and do something fun in my truck camper. I was like, what's something fun I can do inside my truck camper that I've never done before? And I thought, every Valentine's Day needs chocolate, so let's have a chocolate fondue party. Pretty sure I'm the first person to have a chocolate fondue party in a truck camper, but you're in luck because today you get to join me. I just got some of my favorite treats. You have to let me know in the comments down below what your favorite chocolate covered treat is. Today I have pretzels, raspberries, marshmallows, and strawberries. Typically I'm out on an adventure, so if you haven't seen my previous videos, make sure you check them out and don't forget to subscribe because there's lots more adventures to come. I have a lot of exciting news that I want to talk to you about. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Truth be told, I've never operated a fondue maker before, so when I purchased this and I pulled it out of the box, I was ready to just dump some chocolate in, hit on, and it would just magically come up through the fountain. Turns out it doesn't work like that. Like all things in life, it's just not quite that simple. Apparently you have to add oil and melt it beforehand, and then you put it into the fountain once it's heated up. I'm not quite sure, so you get to join me as I figure this out. First, I'm going to melt the milk chocolate. I already opened up my vent, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Melting very quickly. Almost forgot. I've got bananas too. Okay. Second step is to pour the melted chocolate into the fountain, which is more difficult than it sounds. Moment of truth. Let's see if this thing works. 3, 2, 1. She's working perfectly! It's a little bit loud, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can still hear me clearly over the fountain. I can't wait to try some of these treats. I probably should have added a little bit more chocolate to this. I thought a little over 1.5 pounds was enough for me. Strawberries are definitely the best. Am I making you hungry yet? Are you craving chocolate and strawberries? Because it's pretty tasty. I'm not even a huge marshmallow fan, but I thought, why not try it? Not bad. Let's get creative. I have a pretzel and a marshmallow. It's my little marshmallow raspberry man. Happy Valentine's Day! Fun fact, I'm actually out in the middle of the desert and this is being powered by my solar panel setup. So the sun is absorbed through my panels during the day and then the energy is stored in my batteries so that I can do things like run a chocolate fondue pot in the middle of the night in my truck camper. It's amazing! Strawberries and raspberries contain antioxidants such as ellagic acid, as well as flavonoids like anthocyanin, catechin, and quercetin. These phenolic compounds can help lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases by helping to inhibit LDL cholesterol oxidation and therefore decreasing tendency for vascular thrombosis. Bananas are a good source of potassium and fiber, but also, did you know that underripe bananas can also serve as a source of prebiotics to the gut? They can contain a type of resistant starch that can help improve your gut biome. Chocolate. You always hear about chocolate being good for you. The reality isn't quite so encouraging. Most of the health benefits lie with cocoa itself, not with all the added fat, sugar, and calories that most commercial chocolate carries. Flavonols are antioxidants found in cocoa, which is more commonly found in dark chocolate versus milk chocolate. So if you're looking for something with a higher flavanol content, go for the chocolate with 70% or more cocoa. What about the marshmallows and pretzels, you ask? Well, they don't really have any health benefits. They just taste good dipped in chocolate. Okay, so now that I've had my weight in chocolate, I'm starting to feel a little bit sick. I think it's time to put the chocolate away. Thought it might be the perfect time to answer some questions and do some Q&A. So let's switch over from chocolate to some of the most common questions that I get. Question and answer time. What kind of doctor are you? I have a doctorate of pharmacy. I specialize in pharmacokinetics, which is basically how drugs interact with the body. A lot of administration, distribution, metabolism, and excretion of drugs and how it interacts with our metabolic processes. Basically, I spend a lot of time researching drugs and food and how it correlates to living a longer, happier, and healthier life. I'm not a medical doctor. I've never claimed to be a medical doctor.
Okay.
Don't get those confused.
I got it.
Second question is, I get a lot of, do you own a home? No, I do not own a home. It's actually a funny story. I tried to buy a house a couple years back, but the guy on the phone at the bank laughed at me when I applied for a mortgage. And he said, Hannah, you can afford a $50,000 home. And I said, well, sir, there's no $50,000 homes around here. And he laughed again and hung up the phone. But you know what? The joke's on him because that's how I got into this, and now I have a home on wheels. So no, I do not own a home or a house, but when I'm done traveling, I would like to build a cabin down by the river. The third question I get is who films and records my content. I film over 90% of my content. Sometimes my friends or family will help me when I'm like snowboarding, doing activities, or if I'm on a trip with them. And I edit 100% of the content. I had no formal training in it. I really just learned on the fly, and I really enjoy it because it's really cool to have a project after that you can be proud of. It takes a long time to put out a good video, and I'm still learning. I still have a lot to learn. Really though, the reward to me is the feedback from each and every one of you about the videos. It's what drives me to work harder and put out better videos, spread positivity, and show the goodness in the world, because everybody has problems. I just choose not to share them to the camera. I'd rather provide you inspiration and joy, and hopefully I'm pushing you to go outside, go on an adventure, and focus on the positive and not the negative. If I can just potentially put just a smile on your face for a couple minutes, a couple seconds, then it's worth it. And maybe that effect will snowball, and you'll go out into the world and do the same thing. All that we share these days is negativity, and it's so crushing. My goal is to just bring happiness and warmth and good vibes. So that's my goal, and hopefully I can bring that to you and continue to do so with my adventures. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is a new project that I've been stewing on, thinking about for the last couple weeks, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I'm going to be starting a new 3D immersive adventure series that I'm going to be putting on my Patreon. I'm still going to be putting out great high quality content on YouTube, but this is a whole different type of adventure. If you saw my last video, I got a lot of questions about how I recorded the snowboarding at the end of the video. The perspective was almost above me, 360 degrees. Well, there's a new technology out. I have the consumer version of it, and there is a more cinematic professional level that you can purchase. It's obviously more expensive, but it's totally incredible. Through this technology, I want to be able to take you with me on an adventure, and you'll be able to see 360 degrees panoramic, above, behind, to the side, anywhere that is within my field of view, you'll be right there with me. You can pan around on your phone, on your computer. You don't need any special technology or equipment. You'll also get to have input and talk to me and chat with me about the adventures. I'm gonna be bringing along girlfriends. There's gonna be lots of bikinis, beautiful places, destinations, and adventures. And I want your input on where we go, what kind of adventures we're going on. I'm really excited about it. If you want to be part of this adventure, check out my Patreon link down below so you get access to it. And I think that probably wraps up everything that I have to talk to you about right now. So I think it's about time for me to sign off for the evening. But if you want to be part of this super immersive adventure 3D video series, check out the Patreon link down below where you can get access to the video series and you can talk to me more about it. Enough talking, time to sleep.